So one of the questions I get asked a lot is, when should you use a travel agent? Especially nowadays, is it even necessary to use a travel agent? Well, today we're going to talk about exactly when to use one and when you can maybe get away without using one. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome back everybody. My name is Linda Jones. I am the CEO of Crafted Travel Company and the author of Travel Agent Secrets. And I'm a 15-year travel industry veteran that likes to share all things travel tips and tricks, reviews, travel inspiration on this channel. So if that sounds good, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and we'd love to have you join us. Now, today I want to talk about a question I get all the time, whether or not you should use a travel agent and if it's even necessary in today's day and age. Well, I'm going to cover the top reasons why you should use it, as well as when you can get away with maybe not using one. So let's go ahead and dive in. One reason that you might want to use a travel agent is if you are going on a group trip. Now, it could be a family reunion, it could be a work incentive trip, it could be just you and two other couples that want to go, or you and a bunch of friends that want to go. If you're booking a group trip that has a bunch of different people having to coordinate and having to plan multiple rooms and multiple flights and things like that, you might want to use a travel agent because they can help coordinate all of those schedules without you having to do it and potentially getting in arguments with people and disagreements. They handle everything and you don't have to worry about it. Also, travel agents have access to different amenities and different things than you would as the general public. So if, say for instance, you're doing a group travel on a cruise, they actually have access, special relationships with the cruise line, so they can get you special offers. So say it's a discount, it could be room credits, it could be, you could get an extra bottle of wine in your room, you could get free excursions or spa. They have access to different things on group travel that you wouldn't have access to, and so they can give you a much better experience all the way around. The next reason that you might want to use a travel agent is if you're cruising. So on that note, as I mentioned before, travel agents actually have special relationships with certain vendors, and cruises are one of them. The cruise line will honor the travel agents that sell a lot of travel. They will give them special rates so that they can pass that on to their clients. The other thing that they do is they offer additional amenities. So they might offer you a reduced deposit, I already mentioned a discount, but they also might give you some extra amenities, room credits or free dinners at the specialty restaurants or free spa experiences or things of that nature. The travel agents have access to those type of extras that the regular public typically doesn't have. So the next time you're booking a cruise, I highly recommend using a travel agent so you can get all of those extras and you don't miss out on anything. One quick thing about that, when you use a travel agent, when you're booking cruises, they can also help guide you to the best cruise line for you and the best itinerary for you. So cruises are a lot like hotels in that they have, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and they have the mass capacity ships with a million things to do, and the small little luxury ships that are all about relaxation and service. So depending on what kind of experience you're looking for, a travel agent can help guide you to the exact right cruise that will meet your needs and what you want to experience. Okay, the next reason you might want to use a travel agent is if you are traveling any kind of luxury travel, or you are looking for something with some extra services, concierge services. If you want to have things extra like pickups at the airports or special transportation or private tours, anything of that nature, a travel agent has access to those relationships and can arrange all of that for you. If you need any kind of elevated level of service, I always recommend going with a travel agent because they are experts at traveling and getting those kind of extras arranged, and then they handle all the details for you so you don't have to worry about a thing. You just grab your passport and go. The next reason you might want to use a travel agent is if you are going to multiple countries. They have experience with different airports and how to get from here to there, the best method of getting around every place, dealing with different passports and visas and what's needed and what's not needed. They have the expertise to be able to lend to you so that it helps smooth your transition out if you're going on a vacation to several different places with a lot of different things that may or may not go wrong or might affect your travels. They already have experience with that and can make that a much smoother process for you. Okay, and then the last reason that you might want to use a travel agent is if you just want an extra layer of support and service. So a travel agent, when you work with them, they are your advocate. So not only do they help plan your vacation, but if anything goes wrong, they help to be a liaison with the travel company that you're booking with, whether it's the airlines or the cruise line or the hotel, but they also can help work with the travel insurance. They can be your advocate when anything goes wrong, or if you need changes, if you miss something, if you need to delay something or cancel something, they are there to help take care of all of that for you. They're also there for support. So if you find yourself in another country and you need help finding something or getting something, they are there to help you as well. So anytime you want an extra layer of service and support and just somebody who is an expert that can help guide you, I recommend using a travel agent. Okay, so those are the reasons to use an agent. So when can you maybe get away with not using one? Well, you can technically always get away with not using one. You just might miss out on some of the services that they can offer you, but you can for sure do it. Okay, so really quick before we jump into the next part of the video, with all of that being said and all of the reasons why you might want to use an agent, the truth is you really don't have to. If you don't want to use an agent, don't use an agent. That's kind of what this channel is about, to teach you the tips and tricks we use, professionals use, so that you can do it yourself, so that you can create incredible vacations on your own without us. Now, yes, we can offer you some extra support. We can offer you some extra ins with different travel companies, and we have extra amounts of amenities and things that we can offer you. And if that's of interest to you, great, use a travel agent. But if you don't want to, you really don't have to. You can get by without one. So that being said, if you decide you do want to use a travel agent, the best way to find one is to first ask around, see if anybody has one and that they can recommend to you. The second one, and I'm losing, yep. The second way that you can do it is to go to a website that gives you lists of travel agents. And I'm gonna go ahead and link some of those below for you. And you can search agents by their specialty, by either the area or the type of travel they do, where they're located. You can read reviews. That's a great way to narrow it down and maybe pick 2 or 3. And then I recommend you calling them and finding out what kind of questions they ask you. So if they only ask you where you're going and when and how many people, that's not good enough. You really want somebody who's going to be asking about what experience you want to have, where you've traveled before and what you liked about it, where trips you've had that you don't like or didn't like, any special needs that you have, anything at all that will make your trip more special. You want that travel agent, the one that's going to ask those questions and care about those things. And then when you find them, expect to pay a service fee because as with any professional with expertise and experience, they will be paid for their expertise and experience. So do expect to pay a service fee. It doesn't have to be exorbitant, but don't be put off if they do charge for their time, because that's very, very common, especially now after COVID. They need to eat. And so these are the ways that we charge for our time and our experience. So anyway, that being said, I'll go ahead and link those for you below. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below or email me. Happy to give you some guidance and answer any questions that you have. But other than that, let's go ahead and dive back in. Okay, so those are my guidelines for when to use a travel agent and when not to use a travel agent. If you found this helpful, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We usually put videos out 2 to 3 times per week, and so you won't miss anything. You'll want to be subscribed. In the meantime, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and wish you a fantastic day and happy travels. Bye-bye.